Huh? Oh, you know what you guys are?
Hey guys, welcome to part 8 of the Invention series. Now, what I'm going to do in this video is going to show you not just about augments, but how you can actually profit from using augments. So let's take a look in the GE. I just bought a noxious scythe. I know not everybody can afford these items, and I'm not going to actually augment these items because I'm 200 mil invention, but you'll get the gist of it. You know, with augmented items, you can actually hit harder depending on like the different perks, and I'll probably go into the different types of perks in this episode as well, or this part as well. But for now, I want to buy noxious staff as well, and let's see if this buys. This does not buy. So I really 145. No, that's probably way overpriced, but we'll see. Yeah, no, not very overpriced. People are just being jerks. So anyway, noxious scythe, and then also equipping it, yes, and then also I'll just bring some bandos. I have lucky bandos in my bank. Let's see, bandos. I got lucky. Actually, I have some augmented bandos, so I'll bring augmented bandos, but I don't have any tacits. What do I have? Do I have Torva? No, I do not. So I'm just gonna get geared up, and then I'm gonna show you guys like different places that you can train your augmented weapons and armor, and you can actually profit some money. Okay, so I have an outfit here, so I'll show it to you. Where's my outfit? Let's load out. Here it is. So I have a Slayer helmet, completionist cape, bandos, steadfast, Supreme Brawler, Aura, Ring of Death. This helps with hitting the monster's back, or this one is one of the two. You don't need either of these. A noxious scythe. This is just what I had for my loadout when I was doing 200 mil. What the hell? I've never actually tried to say this word out loud. It's always been in my head. Tyranowin, I don't know. Quiver. It's a thing you get from the. Probably most of you guys don't have it, but basically it just gives you a prayer bonus, and it just lets you hold arrows, but it doesn't really matter. And then also the Demon Horn necklace, and I think I already said Slayer helmet. But this is if you're on Slayer task, and this inventory is kind of like crappy, but you can probably guess. I'm going to Dark Beasts, actually, and you guys can copy my bar that I have here for my two-hander, and if you guys are using Drygores, if you can't afford Noxious Scythe, you can copy this bar here. It's kind of hard to see. You'll be able to see it better when I'm actually killing stuff. Let's see if I can actually find a world. I might not be able to. This place is still packed as shit, man. Because it's a good thing to do. So yeah, these guys are using like cheap weapons, but alright, so there's a cannon here and there's no guy, and I know what he's doing because either he logged out or he went to bank. And I used to do this. I used to leave my cannon up, but I literally can't find a world, so I think I'm gonna just put this down for like 2 or 3 minutes and just show you guys how to do this, and then from there if this person comes back, then I'll give him the spot. But for now, so I drink a weapon poison plus, and then also I'm going to put on a vampirism aura right now because you need to have some sort of healing capability here, otherwise you're gonna get wrecked. But basically the idea is to have your have your revolution on in this way, and then do your thresholds when you can, and then eventually when you can, you use your berserk, and you go berserk basically. And so starting right now, and what's good about this is you know, you can use this Q, you can bash them, and you can go all the way across the map almost to finish these guys off. But basically, as you can see, like my guy, my little tiny little dog guy is grabbing stuff for me. Obviously, he's not grabbing everything he can, but some of the other stuff is going from into my spring cleaner. And I suggest you have it on rune items and addy items down to addy kite shields or square shields. Things that cost 2 addy. Actually, adamant cost a lot more now. So you could probably do all adamant stuff. Okay, he came back. So I'm leaving. But yeah, so you guys get the idea. And so we can move on to the next monster. I think that... Oh, no, he logged out. Guess that wasn't him. So we'll stay here for a little bit. Also, another thing that I want to note that you should bring that I don't bring because, well, I'm 200 mil summoning. You should have a not a spring cleaner, a charming imp, either, you know, in your tool belt or in your inventory. I just happened to got 200 mil summoning before it could, you know, it was able to be in your tool belt. So I don't have that in my tool belt yet, and I haven't done enough Slayer to get that. So, but that is a helpful thing, and yeah, just make sure that you switch your little your minion, if you do have a minion. If you don't, then you gotta have to pick up this stuff manually. But it's not really that big of a deal. It only cuts maybe about 10% of your killing. But when you train here with your augmented weapons like this, you know, if you have a crystal halberd and like Barrow's armor on, then you will gain, you know, your thing will gain levels pretty fast because you're killing these really fast. For your Barrow's top, you'll gain 37 Invention XP stored into your item. Well, not 37 Invention XP, but you'll get 37 XP every single time you kill one of these. So it turns out to be like, you know, an hour and maybe 10 minutes, hour and 30 minutes at most. I mean, you see, like, I've only been here a couple minutes. I'm already level 2 in that, in my my augmented Bandos chestplate. But yeah, so that's kind of like what this method is. This should be around 3 to 4 mil GP per hour, but you gotta subtract the cannon. If you don't use a cannon, that'll be pure profit. But if you, I do suggest you use a cannon because it's more kills an hour, so you get more XP. You know, and you will still be profiting. I think when I was doing this for 200 mil, there was someone that was just following me around picking up all my drops, and he said that it was around 6 mil an hour. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, but if it is 6 mil an hour, then this is a pretty decent method to train Invention, because, I mean, it's very hard to find a world, so this might not be your first option, but, you know, it is an option, and you can make money like this. So basically, even if you don't have a vampirism, or you can pick up these sharks, and it will be good enough to keep you sustained, as long as you keep the deflect magic curse on, you should be fine. So yeah, that's basically this method. We can move on to the next monster that I suggest. On top of the just drops that you get here, you will get, you know, charms, like I said. And the cool thing about charms is, since the release of Invention, you can make Steel Titans, and you can make a lot of money from that. So I just got a ceramic scale, so that's another 200K in my pocket just in 5 minutes. And like, that's not really a good basis, but I'm gonna be done here in a minute, and I'm gonna price check how much I made as soon as this goes down to 0, and we can just multiply it by 12. And I mean, I know it's not like the best kind of thing, and I didn't pick up all my drops, and some of them went into the bank, and some of them, you know, I can make from my charms, but overall, this is a profitable method. And I suggest that you would keep this in mind, at least. At the very least, keep this in mind. So yeah, I think that's a good enough test. Now, I don't know if I'll just drop these so I can pick up my cannon. Pick up my cannon, and there's a couple seconds left, but it's okay. So we'll just go here. We'll go to the max guild, and we'll just do a price check. Really quick. So we got 42 adamant ore. So I mean, if you had more inventory space, you could be getting more. But I got almost 500k in 5 minutes. If you multiply that by 12, you'll get, you know, I believe that's 6 mil actually. Yeah, that's 6 mil right there. And then also, I'm not exactly sure what the drop rate for charms is. I didn't have a charming imp with me, so it wasn't picking up my charms. The next monster that we're gonna tackle is just for charms. Basically, you don't really get drops from them, so I'll be right back. Okay, so basically what I did is I took the charming imp and I configured it to, you know, him letting me have the green, the crimson, and the blues, because before I had him eating basically all of them because I was 200 mil. It didn't really matter. But yeah, so the next place we're gonna go is Water Fiends, and we're gonna check them out and see. You know, this one is more based on like the amount of XP. I mean, summoning charms you're gonna get. We'll just do another 5-minute test, and then from there we'll move on to our next monster. Obviously, I'm not gonna find a world, am I? So I'll be right back. Okay, so it only took me like 2 minutes to find a world, so that's not bad. Again, drink whatever potion that you have that will bring up your stats, and then drink a weapon poison plus, and then start killing these guys. Now, if you have this as a Slayer task, you can use this cool ability called Tuska's Wrath, and really cool because it will one-hit these guys. And so for this one, you're gonna want to have your Soul Split and your Turmoil activated, and you want to go ham on these guys. And I'll come back in about 5 minutes when this overload is done, and we can see how many charms I got. Now, you can do the distraction and diversion called what is the name of it? It's the one where you do summoning and you gain like triple charms for like 40 minutes or so. You can do that if you want to get more charms, but yeah, I'll be right back in 5 minutes or so. Alright guys, so it's been almost 5 minutes, basically one overload dose, and we'll just finish this one guy off, and we can see that it's basically 40 Crimson Charms that we've gotten. I guess this guy's not going to give me one, but yeah, so 40, and that was 5 minutes, so 12 times 40. So we can get 480 Crimson Charms per you know, per hour here. And also I just want to price check. I know this is not very much, but if you do end up picking up the drops, you can make, let's see, I didn't really pick up many drops here, so this is 20,000. You can multiply that by 12. You can make 240k GP per hour if you just pick up the items. Now you could probably multiply that by 2 because I barely picked up any items here, and like just then I just picked up another 4. So you could actually make probably make 500 to a mil just by being here and picking up these drops from water fiends, which is not bad because I remember before when they had the water fiends, it was before they buffed them. So we can bank these items, and I just want to check something, because you can get 480 Crimson Charms an hour here, and you can make 5,000. You know, if you do the kayak method. Oh my god, you see this guy in the corner, he goes, Scuzzy, I love you. If you do the kayak method for summoning, you can make around 4,000, I guess 4,000 per hour. You can use, if you do the Taverly method, you can make 13 to 14,000 of them. So I just want to see how much these are, if they're going for like wicked crazy in here. They are not. They are not. They're going for 2,200 each. Wow. Okay. Hold on. Okay, it takes 178 shards to make one of these. So 178 times 25, that's 4.5k plus the 2200. So you're looking at 6650. Now, that's not as good as I thought it was gonna be. Let's see how much this is. If these go for like 10k, then I'll be good. They do not. They go for 7,800, which is 1.1k each, and then multiply that by 480. You can make 500. You can make 500k an hour doing that. So, but that's, you know, that's not that great. But at the same point in time, that's like money that you didn't have before. So you can make 500k an hour plus another 500k. So Water Fiend's about 1 mil an hour. Now the last monster that I want to tackle is something that everybody really knows already. It's Ganos, and I'm gonna go over there and just test them out, see how it is. In case you guys don't know how to get there, you can go to any fairy ring and go to the basically the fairy city. What is it? It's not Canifus. It's not Profandus. It's something else. I don't remember what the name is, but you go here, and then you can go to the Polyport engine, which is the BIP, and I have it on hot save or whatever it is called, fast travel, whatever, and you just go down this cave entrance, and the way that I like to go, and it's probably really packed, is just down this first one, then down this first one again, go all the way south, and then climb down. So I'll be right back. And here it is, this little one just climbed down, and I hope there's not that many people here, but this is the one that I usually go to. If not, I mean, I can just hop around, and it doesn't look like there's anybody here, which is, okay, there's someone here. Newbie Looby, hey buddy. So, okay, so, just to say, this guy is doing it right. He's wearing Gano, he's using a Staff of Light. Don't really do what I'm doing. I'm just doing it because, you know, it's a video and I have money and I can do it. This method, for at least for the staff part, is if you want to siphon it, which most people won't, so they'll want to do a Staff of Light. So I do urge you to do Staff of Light. But yeah, so as you can see, there's like 6 or 7 of them here, and you just put on the prayers and then drink and then weapon poison. You don't need the neem droop stuff if you're only killing like 1 at a time. But oh man, I'm on the wrong spells. I can't believe I did that. I go onto the lunar spells so I can do my farm runs for the trim completionist cape. So I gotta switch them back. Oh my god, my cat just keeps coming up here. Yes, I'm second place. I'm doing a video. Where did I grind it? I grounded a dark beast. Watch my videos. I got the cat on my lap again. I don't know. He comes here just to be with me. I don't know. I think he knows he's gonna be on video. Do you know you're gonna be on video, buddy? Huh? Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. He loves my beard. Yeah. It's funny, this guy almost has my name. Not quite. Where'd he go? He's logged out. Alright, whatever. I ain't worried about it. So, we'll pot up again, and then do weapon poison again, and then add this as our spell. For real. Autocast. Autocast. Come on. There we go. Okay. Cool. So now we can kill some. And the way I have this set up, it's not for these guys, but, I mean, like, it's working kind of well. And, so yeah, I'll come back in like 5 minutes to see how much I've made. Hopefully, I can pick up all the drops, or my little guy is going to pick up all the drops. It doesn't seem like he's going to pick up the Ganodermic flakes, but we can basically try as much as, you know. And this might not be the best place to do it, and obviously you can bring a cannon if you want, but for all intents and purposes, I think this is going to be okay for us. And I'll come back in about 5 minutes. Okay, I am almost finished my, you know, my little thing over here. And, oh, he actually picked up some Ganodermic flakes for me. Thank you. And I also still have the kitty. Where is he? He's on the left side. There he is, yeah. He's still chilling. He's having a good time. I'm having a good time. And hopefully I can fix that webcam. But yeah, so, I don't know why I clicked on that guy again. So, yeah, I'm gonna just pick up this flax thing here, and we can price check to see how much I have in GE terms, but also, oh, I did get a magic seed actually, so that's pretty cool. These are a bit more expensive than 429. We'll go to the GE to see, but without the Ganodermic flakes, we've made 101k basically from 5 minutes. So that's already. Well, let's see. Some of these items I don't think are even worth picking up. Like flax, for example, is 1k. Garagian, it's like 4k. Morchella mushrooms, like 1k. So really, where that money is, it's in the magic seed, and literally, like, you wouldn't even need to pick up any of these items except for the more expensive seeds and then the Ganodermic flakes, and maybe the boots, the gloves, and that kind of thing. But if you really, really want to, you can pick up all of the items and see if you can sell them. But I doubt they're going to sell for very much in the Grand Exchange. So I think the flakes are actually like 700 now. Let's see how much they sell for. 741 instant sell. So if I try to buy one for maybe 1,000, the cat's like right on my keyboard. Oh, he just fell on my keyboard. Sorry. Guys, sorry, kitty, you alright, buddy? Let's try to buy this for 1,000. It buys for 748. So we could sell these for 748. Don't want to undercut anyone. And that's 730k. You see the cat in the corner of the screen. This is going to be a funny video. So we can let that sell, and then so basically 700. We'll just say 700k. 700 plus 100k. So we have 800k in, see, someone just tested my price right there. I hate when people do that. They just undercut you by one GP, so your offer never sells. So you get 800 times 12. That's almost 10 mil an hour, guys. I don't know how accurate this 5-minute session is, but I would give it anywhere from half of that to to even more than that. It depends on how fast you kill them, I guess. You could even go with a cannon and make like maybe 15 mil an hour. Lynx, don't go on the keyboard, please. Stay where you are. Oh, bless you. Bless you. You alright? Alright, so I think that's gonna do it for how you guys can make profit. I could probably just pull up a spreadsheet, but it's already 30 minutes in. Also, I do want to correct a couple of things in here. You leaving, buddy? Alright. Just let me know when you're back. So, a couple of things is the price. Someone commented saying, basically I left out the divine charges for this, which is true. But it's not going to affect it very much in the long run. I mean, it's going to add maybe, let's see, so we can get rid of this. Hold on. Get rid of, if we get rid of this, how much is it? It's going to be 1.4. So it's a 0.5 GP per XP more. So you're going to be paying 100 mil more. It's a half a GP more. So the way I did it is I took, well, how much is it going to take? It's going to take, you know, it's going to take 1.2 siphons. Well, actually, let's look at this piece of armor. It takes around, oh, the charge drain is actually way less, but that's because I have 120. I have 61 hours apparently on my thing. But this one takes 6.66 seconds, so, do I have any weapons in here that I can... Staff of Light. Yes, I do. I have a Staff of Light that's augmented. We can check it. It is 1.00 per second. So 1 charge drain per second. Charge total, I have 250,000. Wait, if I wear this, what is going to be my total? It's going to be 1.66. So, okay, that being said, it seems like this is 1, and this is 0.66, and this is 0.66. So we can go ahead and we can say, you know, it's 1 plus 0.66 plus 0.66. You have 2.32 per second. So, and then you multiply that by how many seconds there are in an hour. So you're going to be using 8,352 per hour. And you divide that by 3,000 because there's 3,000 there's 3,000 charges in a divine charger. So you're basically using 3 divine chargers an hour. And if you multiply that by 95k, you'll be basically using 265k an hour. So this 410 actually is not correct. This should be 200 and let's just say 300,000. So 300,000. So if we just add that to here as well, we can do 300 divided by this number here. We will get, see, it goes up by literally 0.2 GP per XP. So technically, that's not a very big motion. Like it doesn't make or break your bank. You're still paying what 350 mil for 200 mil, and it's still taking 229 hours. But another thing that I did miss is the amount of time it takes to make the augment. So basically, we can say, you know, 45 of each of these. These get taken by the flexible parts and the tensile parts both are taken by the bows. So let's say an hour. So we're gonna do equals 1 hour of bows. So where are the bows? Magic short. So this is our limiting factor. So 6,200 in an hour. So this is gonna be time per augment per just time per augment. So flexible parts, and this is NA. Because it's getting taken care of by that. Wait, actually, that's the tensile parts. So go here. Oh, don't replace that. 6,200 and this one is NA because this one actually makes more, so it doesn't matter. And then base parts, we can get those from either bolts or that, so it's 4,400. So we can just reference the one we're gonna do for 4,400. Divine Energy, this one's not applicable because you can just buy them. I mean, technically it is applicable because you can only get 5,000 per 4 hours per account. And then our Enhanced is gonna be Enhanced Crystal Flask. Someone said battle staves are better than pouches. Which the pouches, they said that it's better, but we'll just do pouches for now. So 350 of those, and then we can calculate how many hours it's going to take to get each amount of components, and then we can move this over if we need to. Powerful components we get from, oh sorry, this one's powerful components, and then the enhanced components is going to be from crystal flasks. Yeah, so that one's going to be like the worst. Yeah, so 150 there, 350 there, and then that's basically it. So we can say, okay, so how many of these can we make in an hour? So this divided by how many we need, and then we can just drag this down. So basically our limiting factor is going to be this one. We can only make 20 of these in an hour. So it's going to take an hour to make 20 of those. So if you make, see, this is where it gets weird because you got to iterate. And you got to make sure that you're doing it right. And so, well, yeah, this one's not gonna have a value, so we can just delete that. But for every 1 hour, this is 1 hour per 1 hour per component. Then you can say, okay, well, if it takes me an hour to do this, then it's only gonna take me X amount of hours to make another one of those. So basically what you want to do is you go this number divided by this number, and then you can drag them down, and then can't divide by 0. This one needs to be not moving, and then so this one's 1, this one's 2.6. So basically I'm saying for every one of these I can make 5.5 of these, or 5.2 of these. So that being said, it takes 1 hour for this, 1 hour to make 7 of these. So we can literally, we go equals this, equals 1 divided by this. So we only need to do that much. We can see, this is kind of where it gets weird because it's an iterative process, and so it'll take that much of an hour to make 1. Okay, if that makes sense to you guys. Basically what I did was I took the amount that I can make in an hour of each component by themselves. Then I took our limiting factor, which would take 1 hour to do. Then I said, okay, for 1 more hour, how many of those am I going to be able to make more than this? So this one came out to 1 because it's exactly the same. This one was 5.2, 7.3, and 2.67, respectively. Then what I said was, okay, so how long in minutes is it going to take for me to get enough to make 1 of them? So basically this one's going to take 0.19 of an hour, 0.13 of an hour, and 0.37 of an hour. And I guess we're going to have to move this over one more time just to put in the stuff for, this is basically, what can we label this? This is that one's 1 hour per component. This one is number of augment per limiting factor, and this one is time in hours per, I guess, limit. I don't know. That one's kind of weird. And then basically what we can do is we can say equals, no, actually we put it down here, equals sum of all this stuff. It'll basically take you 1 hour and 1.7 hours Really? It's gonna take an hour? Almost 2 hours to make one augment? No, sorry, okay. Totally confused. 1 hour, almost 2 hours to make almost 20 augments. So, okay. Confusing myself over here. So, we have this, and then we can multiply, or basically, we can take this number and divide it by this number, and we say how many augments we can make in an hour. We can basically make, okay, so this is augments an hour. Augment per hour. We can make 11, and we can highlight this one. So we can make, basically, we can make 11 augments an hour. So when we put that into our calculations, this one's limited by, what, 3.5 augments in an hour or so? 3.5, maybe 3 augments in an hour. So you need an hour to make 11. Okay, you need an hour to make 11. So basically, we're going to change this here. 1 plus 5. 1 plus 5 divided by 60. Oh, and it's an hour. So, and then we'll add 11 augments. And then basically, it'll take 11 augments. No, we can't do that. Hold on. Why did that do that? Okay, don't do that. Maybe if we insert something here, we can say, this is how many augments we can have an hour. So this one's limited. So for every 11 of these, so equals 11 divided by 3.5 times this. 3.41. So it'll take 3.41 hours. Okay, so I think I figured it out. If you, okay, so you make 11 augments in the first hour. So you dismantle your stuff, and you make 11 augments. Then, from there, you use 3.5 every single hour you train. Or 3-ish. So it's going to take 3.41 hours before you need to go again. If that makes sense. So in the 3.41 hours. So it'll take 3.41 times 3.5 is going to give you the, basically is going to give you the 11. So we can say for every 3 hours, let's just go with 3.25 actually. Every 3.25 hours, you're going to need to spend an extra hour on augmenting your stuff. So, that being said, it's going to take 4.24 hours. So, equals 4.24 hours. This will be this number divided by this times 3. Okay? Does that make sense? We will see in a second. This number is our XP per item. Why is that being divided by that? This is... Okay, so it's going to be 3 times this number divided by 4.25. So it'll be almost 700k an hour. And then we can do the same thing with here. We can have the 4.25 here because it's going to be the same. It's going to take you that much time to make them. So basically, this one multiplied by 3.25, yeah, 3.25 divided by this number here. So that one's going to be 1.5 mil an hour. And sorry, this one is 3.25. So that being said, this one's still half of that. It's basically literally half of that, and it's gonna take you 276 hours to max, and it's cost you 422 mil. But if you do the Ganos, like I showed like earlier in this video, you won't. That will be a positive. And I don't know if you want me to calculate it, but let's see. If you do, actually, I can do it real fast. I can calculate it really fast actually. So the amount of GP is going to be different because if you, let's say you make 5 mil an hour, so you make this many hours it takes to get 200 mil, and then you make 5 mil an hour. That's all it is. You make 1.4 bill minus that, so equals this minus that. So basically, you make a bill off of what's it called? Sorry, you make a bill off of the invention. Then we could do this for also for this one. So that's at 5 mil an hour. But if you make, let's say if you do 10 mil an hour, you're making 2.5 bill from invention in 300 hours almost. That's pretty damn good. I suggest doing this. You can even break even with, well, I don't know if you can break even. So if you do 10 mil an hour multiplied by 138 hours, you'll make 1.5. So if you do this first method, you'll be losing 500 mil, but you'll get it in half the time. So I mean, to be honest, that's not bad. What is this? This is GP per XP. We can also do like this. We can take this price and divide it by the amount of XP that you get. So not this one, but it's this one. So it'll be 2.4, and then also what we can do is we can put it down here, and this one will be positive. So this one's actually going to make you money. This one's going to be negative. So negative. This one's going to be negative. This one's going to be positive. So if you enjoyed the video, you know, comment, tell me what you thought was cool about the video. Tell me what you want in future videos. And I know I logged out in the background, but it's fine. Hopefully I didn't die or anything. I think I was at the bank or something. But yeah, so guys, have a great day, and I'll see you in part 9, hopefully. So yeah, peace.